Good morning. Today is day 66 of moving mountains beneath my feet. We're 88 days on our journey around the sun. There's 277 days left in the year, and this is episode 43. So I had to start today a little later. I had to finish some journaling I was doing and just listening for the message. Typically the message comes to me in the first part of the hike, and then I have time to record it. And I had it come to me and I almost lost it again, so I was pausing. Anyway, so today I wanted to just talk about a few things. Just get right into it. So moving mountains beneath my feet really is a nod to the mountains in your life, right? So what are the major obstacles, the big, giant mountains in your life that you want to move, that you need to move, that you see is preventing you from having what you want, or stopping you from having what you want, or the life that you want, the obstacles blocking in your way. And how do you move a mountain? Well, short of being Mother Earth and having the power to move tectonic plates to form mountains, you as a human can't physically move a mountain other than moving yourself and moving the mountains beneath your feet, hence the name of the podcast. And so I want to call the attention to whatever it is in your life that you perceive as the mountain. What is your mountain? Is it your current relationship? Is it your past relationships? Is it your financial situation? Is it your health? Is it your wealth? Is it trauma that you've dealt with, you can't let go of? Is it limiting beliefs? What is your mountain? What is the thing that if you could snap a finger and just change, what would that be? These mountains, obviously, I'm using the word mountain because mountains are large and they're tall and they're big and they're imposing. And that's how these things can feel in our lives, right? The real key in what I've learned over this last 66 days is that moving your feet, taking one step after the other towards the direction of the unknown, even when it's scary, going up this mountain, confronting the mountain, being on the mountain, is the only way. And I mean, that's what my observation is. There could be different ways. There's a million ways to get through something, but I think avoiding your mountains is keeping you stuck and preventing you from moving forward and thriving, really, really, truly thriving in all the areas that you want to thrive in, and all the areas that you deserve to thrive in. And so the only thing you have to do, right? And I don't want to prescribe this as like I'm the doctor. I'm just saying what has worked for me, what I've observed and seen, is that when I look up at this mountain, like I'm on the trail and I'm looking at it right now, looking at the peak that I go to, it looks far away, it looks very high, it looks imposing. But when I come back down here and I focus my attention of where I'm at, and I'm here holding my phone, talking to you, feeling the ground beneath my feet, becomes a little easier to manage, and I can manage one step at a time, right? I'm moving one step at a time. Literally, all I keep doing is moving my feet. And eventually, 20-something minutes from now, I'll be up at the peak. And my view is just spectacular. It's amazing. And I've been doing this every day, short of the days that I missed in the retreat. And it still is a magnificent view. It still is this exercise in consistency and moving the mountains in my life. I have several mountains in my life, and I'm just doing things one step at a time. And so that's what I want to encourage everyone who's listening, is to not look at your mountain and think you need to solve it all, think you need to move that mountain all at once. It's just take one step in that direction. Sometimes you might fall back. Sometimes you might take several steps down the mountain, and that's okay. But as long as you keep just moving towards the direction of that peak that you want to reach, then you're going to be fine. And it's really not the being at the peak, it's the progress that you make in taking every single step every single day towards that goal, right? So if you're scared of something, scared of doing something, you should take a tiny step towards it. And you don't have to do the whole thing, right? But take a step towards it. I'm nudging you to take a step towards that thing that scares you. Because if you do, and you take another step towards it, and then you take another step towards it, and another one, eventually, you're going to look back and you're going to say, hey, I made some progress. You're going to start to feel better, and that's going to motivate you to make more steps and take other steps. Before you know it, you're going to look back and you're going to say, whoa, I'm not where I used to be. Right? I'm not the same person that I was 66 days ago. I've transformed multiple times in multiple ways in this last 66 days. And it was literally only because I was willing to, able to, open to putting one foot in front of the other, climbing this mountain every day. I do believe, this is my belief, that a lot of times your issues in your life, they can't just be handled by one way, right? I do believe that if you have an emotional issue that you're dealing with, a relational issue, or a financial issue, that it may not be, that issue is almost certainly not where you think it is. It's not going to be in your finances or in your business. That issue in your relationship might be in your body. You might need to go and work out and get rid of some of the emotions that are trapped in your body. You might need to do yoga and get some of the emotions that are trapped in your body out. You might need to do different things that are not related to what you think it is, right? And so it might even have something to do with, and this baffles me. I didn't really understand this. But your food, the food that you're eating, has so much to do with your emotional well-being and how your body feels and how your emotions, how the chemistry in your body is going on. And so you could be eating foods that are making you more depressed, that are making you more anxious, that are making you feel like shit, that are making you feel tired and weak and sick. And we don't ever, I don't know why we don't put two and two together, right? You may think you have all these medical issues or these issues with motivation, but you're just not eating right? You're not taking care of your body, and that's what needs to be addressed. And so, in my opinion, the way to, move mountains is to take us one step forward towards this mountain, but approach it from different angles, right? So approach it, in movement, physically moving your body. Approach it in adding something healthy to your diet. Eat some fruit, if that's all you can do in the mornings, right? Eat some fruit, something simple. Just take one little step. Do some sort of spiritual practice. Do some sort of meditation, whether it's sitting there, listening to nature outside, put on a guided audio, guided meditation, whatever. Take steps towards that direction, right? So you can approach these mountains from different angles, and they become smaller and smaller and easier to manage every step that you take. And so that was what I had for today. I have one little last thing I want to share about journaling. A lot of times when you're struggling with something, if you can write it down, right? This is the power of journaling. If you can write it down and you just kind of keep writing and just allow those emotions to come out of your head and onto paper, and then you can read them, you can often then ask yourself, you might be upset about some event that happened, but really what is it behind that event? What is the thing that you're needing? What is the thing that you're wanting? Can you give yourself that, right? Can you make yourself feel better about the thing that you're actually wanting, not the trigger or the thing that upset you? It's what's beneath that. And so I just want to recommend, again, journaling is really powerful for that. I kind of experienced that this morning. And I wanted to share that. But anyway, I hope everyone has a beautiful day. If no one has told you, I love you and you matter. Have a blessed day. Blessings.